Um, there was this guy that I started talking to, and very good we had very good conversation. He would talk about his family and things like that. And I had him on TikTok, but I never had him on Facebook. So I just began to like look for him on Facebook, and I didn't have him as a friend. So I could see some of his page, and I saw a little boy there. So when the next time I spoke to him, I said, "Do you have a son?" And he said, "Yeah, I have a son." And I said, "How come you never spoke about this? You always speak about your family, your mom, but how come you never spoke about your son?" So I told him that I was a little bit upset with it, and he said, "Oh, how could you be mad that I have a son?" And I said, "It's not the fact that I'm mad that you have a son; it's the fact that you didn't tell me that you had a son. You weren't honest
Yeah.
with me about that."
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, I still gave him another chance.
But let me play devil's advocate. When y'all had a conversation originally, did you ask him did he have kids and he said
That part
no,
never came
or
up.
you
It,
just
it never
never
even
came
it
up?
never even crossed my mind. Um,
Okay.
If y'all talked about
Okay.
family though, that's the cue to talk about my son. I
right,
have
and
a
he
son.
didn't he
Yeah.
didn't speak up on it. So
Exactly.
then this time,
Yeah.
Right.
I spoke to him afterwards, and I asked him, "Were you married?" Before I asked him 3 times. 3 times was he married? He told me no. So the very next day, he calls me back and he said, because he knows I'm a woman, a guy. He said, "If it's in God's will for me to be with you, then we'll just be together." He said, "But I have to tell you the truth." And he said, "I was married before." So that I got mad at that, and I didn't even tell him that I got mad at that. I just began to like fade it away, and I just put him in trash. Like, so now I see how you are. You're a liar from the beginning. I don't want to deal with that. I don't have. So you lied about having a son. You lied about not being married before. I don't. What else are you lying about? So I just put him in the trash category. And I just next.
Well, you know what? But that's fair because you found out some things early on that weren't quite
Then
true.
there's a
That
Uh,
he
Right.
could have been
then
honest with
there's
up front.
another
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
now I want to.
He said, I was talking to him, and he said, I said, "Are you married?" He said, "I'm legally married, but I'm not emotionally." And I just go.
Oh,
So I'm putting
that's one
these
of
people,
the
I'm
worst
talking to you. I'm
answers
not even, I
ever.
don't want to have coffee. I don't want to have dinner.
I've heard
I
that
don't want to do
before.
all any of that now.
Yeah.
I just want to talk to you.
Yeah.
I want to hear you out first. And then if it's something, then we can like go, go for it. Cause I don't want to waste my time. Like, I'm just so,
That's
yeah, I don't have
Right.
time.
you know what, Fonda. When you
But
say that, that's actually an interesting point. Um, I wanna
Before
talk
you go
about.
on, can I answer B's question?
Yes, I want you. Please answer that question. I'll answer it too, and then I wanted to ask another question. Go ahead.
Well, this is something I want to know,
Can
and this kind
relationships
of goes into
survive
something
cheating?
I want to know as a loyalist. Like I said earlier, I'm a bit of an anomaly because I've never cheated on anybody I've been with. I'm the type of person that just walks away. Once
Okay.
I've decided that I don't that if my heart is able to get set on somebody else, that means I'm done with you. So there's no point in me cheating on you because at that point I'm done. So it's a waste of time to me. So I'm just
Okay.
gonna break up with you and go on about my way. That's always how I've operated. I have been cheated on before and stayed in the relationship. I've been cheated on and left the relationship. But in general, where I am now in my life, if I were to be cheated on now, that would be a deal breaker. I don't think the relationship would be able to survive because I've been through too much. Um, I don't like to say that I have trust issues because I'm not the type of person. Even now, I'm not going to be going through your phone and asking you questions. That's too much stress for me.
Mhm.
If 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 your behavior puts me in a position to where I feel like I can't trust you, then there's no point in us in continuing to even talk to you. I might as well just nip that in the bud. But if we're in a committed relationship and you cheat on me, I'm probably not even gonna waste any time trying to ask all these stupid ass questions and try to figure it out and all that stuff. You broke a cardinal rule in the relationship. So what is there to talk about at this point? because I'm not going to be able to trust you going forward. After, especially if you cheat on me, knowing everything that I've been through, knowing that I have trust in you, and knowing that I'm a very open person, we're going to talk about everything. Nothing's going to be a mystery. You're not going to have to read my mind or figure shit out. I'm a very, okay, if there's a problem, let's solve it. I'm not going to be giving you the silent treatment and making you try to read between the lines and any of that other bullshit.
Right.
I'm a very mature person. So we're going to talk about stuff. We're going to have one of those kind of relationships from the beginning. So if after all that, you decide to cheat on me, then you're playing games. And now I cannot trust you. So if I can't trust you with me, now I have other people involved. I have my children. I can't trust you with them. I'm not going to trust you with the finances. I'm not going to trust you with my car or in my house because I don't know what you're going to do.
Yeah.
You've already shown me that you're not loyal to me.
Right.
So if you're not loyal to me, then what reason do I have to believe that you wouldn't throw me under the bus if you had to, or that you wouldn't steal from me? Because right now I'm seeing that you have your best interest at heart. You're not worried about me. You're not worried about us. You're worried about yourself.
Yeah.
So if that's the type of person that you are, then why?
You know what?
What's cheating to you though? Like if is cheating texting someone? Is it making calls? Is it having physical relationship? Like, what do you consider cheating?
I guess it would be all of that because that's dishonest. If you're texting somebody secret, anything that you're not doing in the open, then there's something behind that. If you are texting another woman, then I should know who this woman is. It shouldn't be a secret. You know what I'm saying? If you are talking to somebody on the phone, there's no reason why you should have to go into another room. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you want to have a private conversation with your mama. Hold on. You want to have a private conversation with your mama, your brother, or a friend. I don't care. But if you're going into a conversation because you don't want me to know who you're talking to, or you're trying to be, real secretive about it, then that's a problem.
But
so if you're doing something that you can't do out in the open,
that is very true. Because what if he's confiding in that person? That's considered cheating to me. That's considered cheating. You're going out there and you're being emotionally attached to someone else. You're confiding personal things that you shouldn't be telling her, but you should be telling me. That's to me that's cheating.
Maybe he tried and you weren't listening.
Wait a minute. I think that's perfect though. Let me say one thing. That's perfect, LaFonda. So let me ask the question because everybody does, and Viv, that was a great point. Everybody defines cheating differently, but I think, and let me know what y'all think. I think that it's still repairable. I think it's repairable if, the guy has been talking to another woman or maybe there's been some type of emotional affair. But I think once it passes the physical is where most people are like, okay, it's gone way too far. So I think a lot of relationships may be repairable in that phase before it gets to that point. Once it's gone physical.
Y'all hear my TV? I'm sorry, I'm not cutting you off, but can you hear my TV? Or
a little bit.
I'm okay.
No, we definitely hear it.
I'm gonna edit it.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna mute it out. I'm gonna mute it out.
Okay.
Anytime you're not talking, I'm gonna mute it out. So don't worry about it. You good?
Okay. I just want to make sure because I'm like
I hear a little.
I'm sorry. Yes, he watches the Family Guy, so
it ain't really you can't hear it that much.
It's true because
but
as like Yaya said, she said, "Why are you texting? Why are you going into the other room? Like, what are you hiding? What is it that you can say everything?
How could be planning your surprise party? You don't know.
You know what?
You don't know.
He got the answer.
Just because you think it's suspect doesn't necessarily mean my behavior is suspect. Maybe I don't need you to hear this conversation. I could literally be planning something for you. I'm just saying, you don't know. But you're assuming that in that situation, I might be on something crazy.
You should be better. You should be better at hiding that then.
Well,
you shouldn't be so
maybe that phone call that I was waiting for to tell me that this place was booked happened to come when I was sitting at the table with you, and I need to go walk away so I can talk. You don't know. What I'm saying is you can't automatically make an assumption I'm doing something wrong.
Well, let's assume that it's reckless though. Let's assume that it is wrong. Let's assume that it is wrong.
It probably is wrong. I'm just saying it's a possibility that
it sex the line where most people are like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is that
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
it?
Depends on where you are
You'll
in
lose
life,
my
though, Tim.
emotional availability by
It
Well, I'm
crossing that
depends
saying
on
line.
where
before
you
you
are
cross that,
in
before you
life.
cross that line of actual sex with another person, do you feel like it's more repairable if you found out that B was in the other room, not planning a party, but he was talking to Bonquisha or whoever? You know what I mean? Like, is it
I
still
wouldn't talk to a
repairable?
Bonquisha.
I think you
I
can
don't know.
talk
Renee.
it out,
From
work it out, figure out what the problem is, what's the disconnect between you two.